Hello, I'm here with Andrew. I'm going to talk about women in gaming. So, Andrew, who is your favourite woman character in game, looks and personality-wise?
I'll be honest, it'll probably be from at least, I would say Resident Evil, with probably Jill Valentine, if anything. Only because of the backstory of the first one and going into the Resident Evil 5, if anything. Looks and that, I'll be honest, some of the games that you look at today, you can see that it's gone way too far over the limit with the sizes and also the way that they describe women as the looks, outfits that they wear.
So, who is your worst character, and give me the main reasons why?
I'm trying to think now. If anything, I probably would go with Saints Row's one. I've forgotten her name, but it's the character from the Vikings.
Shandy?
Not Shandy. It's the first Saints Row. I'll have to look that up. If anything, I'll give you the name of it. But it's she's part of the Vikings and that. One of the leaders in the first one.
Yeah.
The only reason why I don't like her, one, it was because of the annoying voice. I really didn't like that at all. Two, the way she was portrayed as a slut, if anything. Like, basically someone that was just going, and it just goes over the top with it, really, rather than saying, oh, I'm innocent and that. She just ends up being portrayed as what a gangsters would describe a girl and that, really.
Alright, so what would you say would be, what's like the worst game that you've ever had about women? Like you thought, whoa, this is a bit, I don't know, some of the stuff they're saying or something.
I was about to say some of the indie games that I've seen on the Xbox Live Marketplace. I've actually had one as a trial because I wanted to see what it was like, and also I wanted to see how how portrayed girls were in it. And it was basically a game about a woman that had a car crash. She had to go through a forest, go and see a witch, fighting off monsters and that. The one thing that I really didn't like about it, how it portrayed it, it was describing every girl in it to have big boobs, really big asses, really thick makeup on, and especially tans and that.
But is it okay because it's an indie game?
I wouldn't say it's okay at all, if anything. Like, it is kind of going into the point of, somebody did make this, but you can tell they've gone over the top with it, especially on how the character looks.
And what about Flash games? Because they're not going out to the mainstream public, they're more personal. Would you say it's more okay to have?
It depends on the Flash game's story and that. Like, most of the stories that you know, you have the innocent girls. Some of them are portrayed as really sexy, have a lot of clothing that does show off a little bit.
Yeah.
But some of the story to the character is what the main purpose of it is, kind of goes into real detail rather than just saying, oh, this is a woman, she has big boobs, story.
Yeah.
That's it doesn't go into that. It actually goes into a background story saying that they've lost their family during a war, or they've been looking through their life to meet someone really nice and they found that person, stuff like that. And including like going into a family, like when it comes to it, Max Payne like lost his wife and that, and it wasn't because she was sorry to use this, but a whore. But if anything, going into the backstory of she had a kid and that, and it was on his background story, the reason why she was killed in that. So it does go into great detail on some of the games with it. When it comes to portraying them as really sexy and that, it depends on how over the top they can go. Because if it's just a woman that is really small and that, and just has big boobs, that's just going over the top because it's just what men want to see. Some men do like to see.
But the argument is that video games are often fantasy. So, for example, fantasy worlds, you have to have a dwarf that's small, elf that's big, pointy ears, and often women that have bigger breasts, because it's a fantasy world. What would you say to that?
It does go on to the creative side. I'm not saying that it's wrong or anything like that. It's okay-ish, I would say. Only if it goes into more detail than just saying, oh, this one's just got big boobs and that. It has to have a backstory rather than saying, oh, this is just basically another woman with big boobs and that's it.
Yeah. What would you say the percentage of the games? Would you say most of the games nowadays are alright with girl gamers, girls in games, or?
I would say it does go into the kind of sexy look of it. So it's basically like the kind of, some girls can be a little bit slutty in that. But when it goes into the backstory of them, like, it does get really good because they actually go in full detail now rather than just saying, oh, this is just basically going over a suit or stuff like that. Like, 'cause it does give off like that kind of, oh, she has big boobs and that. But some of the girls, the girls that are in the games at the moment, some of them are portrayed as that good-looking, stereotypical girl that you probably meet off the street and say hi to and that. But when it comes to it, you'd have to look into. It's just mainly the backstory and that.